Hello, and thank you for tuning in once again. So it's that time of year again when the sun is starting to shine and we get out and go caravanning. So we've decided to go off the Haven track a little bit, and we usually opt for the Haven holidays caravan sites, but this time we are at a little family run holiday site in the Norfolk Broads, and we're about to spend 3 nights in this caravan behind me. So we'll start by having a look around the van. Let's go and check it out. So we haven't got any decking on this caravan, but we have got this tiny little bit here to get in, but it's very rickety. And we're just going to take a look inside. So first impressions are very good. Just going to shut that door behind me so we haven't got any noise. Wow, very impressed with this straight away. Let's see what the lighting is like. Doesn't make much of a difference because it's quite sunny today. Okay, so my first thought coming in here is it's quite similar to caravans that are set up as like show caravans for sale, that I've shown you around on some of my Haven holiday videos. So if you're interested in looking at them, do check those out. But they're often set out like this, really kind of quite show homey. I think this is probably the neatest caravan I've been in ever, really. Yeah, I don't think we need those lights off. Let's get rid of those. Right, so on, sorry, we don't need them on. So we're starting here. Let's have a quick look around. We have got a lovely dining area set out. We've got a key there. The door was open, but we got a lovely entrance. Went to the entrance area, which is like a little hut, and somebody actually got into one of those like golf vans and showed us around. So that was a nice way of checking in. We have got these pods here, which are for the coffee machine, which I'll show you in a minute. And it says there with compliments, so some freebie pods. We've got some wine glasses already set out. It's like I say, it's a bit like a show home. Radiator here, don't think we're needing that because it's quite warm at the moment. I'm going to slip my shoes off because it's looking very clean. I don't want to mess anything up. So we'll go around the kitchen area first. I really like the grey units. It looks really new. I did read up before coming that they'd had quite a few new caravans in 2022, so I don't think these are very old at all. So we've got the cooker top and oven and grill, the sink area, and over here we've got a microwave, and then you've got your toaster and your kettle. So let's have a look. Cupboards. That one's empty, but loads of space to put your food in. So we've brought loads of food with us, that'll be handy. Full-size bin, another thing that's always handy to have. Sometimes you don't get a bin in caravans, you just have to have your bin bag. They've left us some sunflower oil, dustpan and brush, so not much under there really. What does the oven look like? Yeah, it looks fine, pretty clean. There's a grill. Other cupboard here. Fancy saucepans by the look of it. Let's have a look. They don't even look like they have been used. They look brand new. Matching set. Better than the ones I've got at home. Oven tray, that's always handy. I've been in caravans where they haven't provided an oven tray. Chopping board. I don't like glass chopping boards, but it's nice to have one and not have to bring your own. Cutlery drawer. Everything you need. These are nice, aren't they? Nice design. Often just get plain ones, but they're nice. I like those. Bottle opener, tin opener, everything you need in there. A few other utensils up here. Cupboard, crockery cupboard. So we've got matching set of small plates, big plates, mugs and bowls. Looks like there's 4 of each. Over here we've got one of those. These are nifty, aren't they? The blocks, the magnetic blocks for the kitchen knives. Lovely kettle, I like that. I always like to do a kettle check. Let's have a look. That one that passes the test, doesn't it? Yep, it's nice and clean. I just don't like it when you get a lime scaly kettle, especially in hotels. 4 glasses, so it's definitely set up for 4 people. And then little view of the caravan next door. Over here is the coffee machine that the pods are for, and you even get, just in case you need it, a little instruction sheet and the toaster to match the kettle. I think these are really new. Looks like it's hardly been used. So they seem to have a bit of a grey theme going on. Microwave. Let's have a quick look. Spotless, isn't it? Little cupboard above. So yeah, loads of space. Nice space, cupboard space. We have got some little things, ornaments that do make it look a bit show homey. So a really big vase with some fake flowers, a very big clock. I really hope that doesn't make a ticking noise because I can't stand ticking clocks. Oh, actually, it can't because it's not on the right time. I've just realised, so it's not got battery in it. And then you've got this lovely lounge area. I like when they do the flooring like this, so that you've got your kitchen flooring and then it goes onto a carpet, so you can enjoy the carpet a bit more. Caravans where it's all kitchen flooring all through, for me, just don't feel as homely. But obviously they're better if you've got pets, so I appreciate some people take the pets. Anyway, we haven't got the corner sofa this time, but we have got 2 sofas and the footstool there, and then you've got the TV stand, little shelving above, there's a little window there, and then what I really like about this one, although there's no decking, you've got this huge window at the back, and it's kind of like patio doors that you can see out, and it just lets all the sun in. And if we open it here, it actually slides open, which I like a bit better than those ones that go like out like that and then they just fly out. And then we just got a bit of patch of grass and it looks out onto the street of Caravans. So that's a nice little feature because you just get all the sun coming in, but then you've got the net curtains. If it gets a bit too bright, you want a bit more privacy. So that is the main lounge area and the dining area. There is a large fridge freezer. I really like this. We had a problem in a caravan before where we got a really tiny fridge freezer. It didn't really work very well. We couldn't fit all our food in it. Look at that. I've never had one this big, and it's one of those lovely built-in ones as well. And then this must be storage. Oh, it's the boiler again, and it looks like, do they look like Christmas decorations? Yeah, it's a Christmas tree and some Christmas decorations. We stored them there. Okay. Right, and then we got straight into the corridor. There's often a door, isn't there, here? But there isn't a door on this one. There's a lovely little welcome sign here where it just gives you information, emergency information and phone numbers. And then you've got these hooks. I like the hooks. I've mentioned hooks before because sometimes nowhere to put your towel, is there, or your coat. First door on the right is the bathroom. Let's just try, that's the hall light, there's the bathroom light. So we've got a heated towel rail, toilet, we've got the first toilet roll has been provided, and in addition to that we have got another spare one here. It's not often you get that. And then we've got a little pedal bin, and the shower. Let's have a look at the shower. How's it looking? Pretty clean. Yeah. Oh, it's really clean actually. I like that. I'll let you know when I've tested it out how good that is. So that is the little bathroom. Let's just turn those lights off. Right, and then next door on the left, will this be the... Oh, the door is very stiff. Will this be the little bedroom? I imagine so. Yeah, there it is. So you've got your 2 beds in there with a tiny little cupboard in between. So that's kind of as expected. And then the wardrobe there. So that's nice. Just basic, but really nice. They made up all the beds. We've got a mirror there and a little heated towel. And it's nice that when they put a little shelf over, because it just means that, you know, if you're using that mirror, you can put things on there, can't you? Right, which leaves the last door, which must be the master suite. And there we go, there we have it. Pretty big bed. I'm wondering if is that a king? Not very good at guessing the size. It might be a queen, but it looks bigger than a double, and it's certainly not one of those tiny doubles they sometimes cram into caravans. And then we've got the little bedside tables there with lamps. There's a window there looking out. I don't want to nosy at other people, but there's another caravan there. And what I like about this is, you've got a mirror there, you've got a little vanity area, and it looks like behind here it's like a walk-in wardrobe, isn't it? So you've got the rails, and then you've got a little shelving thing there. So really nice area to put all your clothes. Sometimes it's a bit hard to find spaces, isn't it, in caravans? So there's no actual other wardrobe, but it's just that. And this is not an ensuite, it's just got that one bathroom. So that is it. That is a little tour of our caravan. I'm really impressed. It is really nice. I love the finish on it. It just seems a little bit fancier than normal, a little bit cleaner, a little bit newer, almost like it's hardly been used. So yeah, right, it's time to unpack all our stuff and get on with enjoying our holiday. I will be back to tell you more about it soon. Well, as you can see, the sun is shining for us, so we're going to head out for a little walk and a look around the local area. We're going to do a little walk that we found of this area of the Norfolk Broads, and hopefully the sun will keep shining for us. Let's go and have a look what there is to see around here. So we're just going to walk through the caravan site to get out onto the main road into the local village. This is probably the smallest caravan site I've ever stayed on. It's really, really quaint. It's just a little family run site. We book through Ho Seasons, so I think it's Ho Seasons that they get most of their customers from. But yeah, it's a bit different to some of the bigger holiday parks that we've been on before. Actually nice though. We're here in Easter weekend, and obviously a lot of the big holiday parks will be pretty full of school kids, won't they, at this time, and families, which, you know, has its charm, but also it's quite nice to be out and about and have a bit more quiet time. So yeah, so we're just heading on round and going to go out onto the main road now and down into the village. So this is a nice part of the park where all the caravans are set around this nice little patch of grass. This is where we checked in when we arrived the other day, the reception hut, and there was a little ski buggy. Two ladies came out with notepads and showed us to our caravan on their little buggy. Not ski buggy, sorry, golf buggy. This is where the warden lives, so if you have any problems you can phone or knock on the door and they can help you out. So it's got a really family feel about this place, a bit different to the bigger sites where you've got a main reception area, and if you've got any issues you've got quite a lot of staff on the desk. Here I think there's just two ladies running the whole thing, and they're only really there in the daytime hours. So yeah, little summer house shed type thing as you check in there. So yeah, we're going to go and head into the little village now. So I said our caravan site was small, the smallest we've seen. It's huge compared to this little place. It's caravan park which seems to be just set in somebody's garden. So they just put a few caravans out on their lawn area. It's very quaint, isn't it? So we have arrived in Heigham. I hope I've got the pronunciation right. I have been looking it up, and there are a few options online for the pronunciation of this place. So if you are from around here, the Norfolk area, Norfolk Broads, and you think I've got that wrong, do let me know. But I think it's Heigham. Lovely little quaint place. So I think the main feature of Heigham is the boats, boat trips, boats for sale, boats that you can hire and steer yourself for the day. And over here you can see the boat estate agents, Broads Haven, on the right over there. It's just a little area of shops around here. We've got Latham's on the left, and there's quite a lot of history around that. We were reading, there's a board on the side of the shop with all the information about the history of Mr. Latham, who set up the shop, and then it ended up being passed on to other people who kept it going. But quite interesting history around that. I'll just go and show you the board in case you're interested. And then a bit further along past Latham's, which seems to be the only main shop here really. It's a bit of a sort of B&M/supermarket place. Here is the board about Latham's, 60 years on the Broads. More information about Ken Latham falling in love with the Broads and purchasing a piece of empty marshland, turning it into a shop, and it's still going 60 years later. So that seems to be the main shop in the area. And then there's a few places to eat around here, so fish and chip places, plenty of places to get an ice cream. And apparently up here on the left there is a place where they do very, very nice cakes and desserts, so might have to try that out later. Little gift shops and things here on the left, and more boats on the right, and a lot of people out today enjoying the sunshine. It's been quite cold this week, but the weather has turned and we've got some sunshine, so we're going to take the opportunity and get out and about on a walk. I think this is the place here on the left that does a nice cake. There's a beautiful old village sign here. Just wanted to show you that. I do love these old signs, the ones that are remaining still around England. There's quite a few around in the Norfolk area.
Why? Is it that one with the red cabin?
There are some lovely views of the Broads here, so this is where you can get a boat. There's the boat hire place over there, across the other side. Just crossing a bridge now. It's a bit of a tricky bridge because there's nowhere for pedestrians to walk, so I'm going to see if I can hop over. Make a quick dash for it while there aren't any cars coming. Fish and chips up ahead. I'm hoping that's open later because I quite fancy some fish and chips. There is an advert over there, across the road, for lodges for sale on the Norfolk Broads, and that is actually an advert for the place where we are staying. So I think they have got lodges for sale as well as places where you can just stay for a few nights. We've crossed over and this is the view from the other side of the bridge. So gonna have a little bit of a walk along this side of the river. Check out some of these fancy boats. It's a nice day for being on a boat. We've just come slightly off the river because the route has taken us this way. You can't actually carry on any further along that way. Looks like there's some little riverside caravan hut type things along here. Imagine the people living in these have probably all got a boat, haven't they? You can see a sailboat just poking out over there. Ooh, there's something for sale here. That's tempting, isn't it? It's like this one. They almost look like beach huts. Little riverside beach huts. Wonder how much they cost. Oh, it's so nice and peaceful just off the beaten track. Interesting little building across just behind the boat there. Looks like it's been converted into a house. Wow. What a beautiful patch of the river. What did that used to be? Is it a converted lighthouse? It sort of looks like it's got the top of it on the right there, and then is that the base? Very strange, or part of a mill maybe? I'm not quite sure what that is, but beautiful conversion, isn't it? And then there's some sort of bungalow looking buildings along here. Lots of people out on boats today enjoying the weather. Wow, quite fancy getting one of these. How nice would it be living here and hopping onto your boat for a little ride out. Very cute looking post box attached to this one. How lovely is that? Their own little post box. There are a few other cute little features on these as well. Behind here is Bond Island Windmill. Wow, look at that. What a beautiful little spot. Looks like it's a private residence, so it's all gated off, but how beautiful is that? Just spotted another one for sale over there with a little green picket fence around it and some kind of little hut next to it. There's some really unique buildings along here. Got one that looks a bit like a holiday chalet next to it. This one was called Happy Days and this is Merry Days. Happy Days and Merry Days on the Broads. Feels appropriate, doesn't it? Some holiday homes and a wind energy museum. Well, our circular walk has brought us back out on the river, and we're gonna treat ourselves now to a dessert just over there, because we've been told good things about the cake. But yeah, definitely worth doing the circular walk around here. It's beautiful. We're just coming to the end of our stay here at the Norfolk Broads Country Park, and I just wanted to sum up how our holiday has gone and what we thought of the caravan. So as you saw, I was really impressed with the first sight of the caravan. It is so much neater and cleaner and newer than a lot of the caravans we've stayed in, and we've stayed in quite a few nice ones. And really my impression continued. There was really nice shower, had a nice hot shower, and the beds were comfy, and yeah, so no complaints really. It was just as nice as it looked. Local area is really nice. We're right near Heigham, a little village here on the Broads, and it's really small. There's not that much to do or see. No major attractions apart from boat hire, but it's really picturesque and really pretty, especially on a sunny day like today. So it's definitely worth a look if you're in the area. And we managed to find a circular walk which took us from the village round down one of the Broads, where we saw all the little boat houses, some really quirky residences right on the riverside, and then through some country fields, and then it kind of looped back round, so that was really nice. And then another highlight today was having some lovely desserts from the pub on the riverside. So yeah, really quaint little place to visit. So really enjoyed our stay, and it's been a little bit of a change from a bustling haven holiday park to come to a really small, picturesque, family run holiday park. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, then don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel. There's plenty more of these videos coming your way. Thanks very much for watching.